Good afternoon, everyone, to those here today or watching live on Sky Sport. It gives me great pleasure to announce the All Blacks squad for the Vista 2016 All Blacks Northern Tour to the United States, Italy, Ireland and France. The touring squad is Beauden Barrett, Taranaki, Sam Cane, Bay of Plenty, Dane Coles, Wellington, Liam Coltman, Otago, Wyatt Crockett, Canterbury, Ryan Crotty, Canterbury, Aaron Cruden, Manawatu, Israel Dagg, Hawke's Bay, Elliot Dixon, Southland, Charlie Faumuina, Auckland, Malachi Fikator, Auckland, Owen Franks, Canterbury, Rico Ioane, Auckland, Jerome Kaino, Auckland, Taura Kurbalo, Waikato, Anton Leonard Brown, Waikato, Stephen Luatua, Auckland, Damien McKenzie, Waikato, George Moala, Auckland, Joe Moody, Canterbury, Waisaki Noholo, Taranaki, TJ Perenara, Wellington, Kieran Reid, Canterbury, also captain, Brodie Retallick, Hawke's Bay, Luke Romano, Canterbury, Adi Savia, Wellington, Julian Savia, Wellington, Aaron Smith, Manawatu, Ben Smith, Otago, Lima Sopoanga, Southland, Liam Squire, Tasman, Cody Taylor, Canterbury, Matt Todd, Canterbury, Patrick Toipilotu, Auckland, Ofa Tongafasi, Auckland, and Samuel Whitelock, Canterbury. In addition, Scott Barrett, Canterbury, has been chosen as an injury replacement for Sam Whitelock. Also, as they did to great effect in 2013, the All Blacks will be taking an apprentice on this tour, 19-year-old midfielder Geordie Barrett of Canterbury. So congratulations to Geordie, to Rico, and all those selected for this exciting tour. And to all the fans, like last night, I hope you enjoy the rugby. Over to you, Steve.
Thanks, Brent. Firstly, obviously I'd like to congratulate Rico. First time he's been named as an All Black. Really exciting moment for him and his family. Also Scotty Barrett, who's going to be coming with us, particularly for the first part of the tour anyway, with Sam being out for what will be 3 or 4 weeks, possibly. So for those two, it's a pretty big moment and their families. So I'd like to congratulate them as not only on behalf of myself, but Fozzie and Foxy. Stephen's back. He's worked hard at the back end of the Super Rugby and showed us that he's still a player of our interest, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes on the tour. So I congratulate him for that hard work. Just an update on the injuries. Sam Whitelock has got a high ankle sprain and looks like he'll be a minimum of 3 weeks, possibly 6. So we'll work through that process, and as you've heard, Scott Barrett's coming initially. Brodie Retallick also copped a knock in the head last night, and he'll have to go through concussion process. If he's not right to travel, then Via Fafita will come with us to Chicago and stay with us until Brodie's cleared to play. What are the aims of this tour? Well, you know, we started the year as trying to re-establish this group after losing 800 and odd caps, and we're only 3/4 of the way through the season, so that job hasn't been finished. We've got a great opportunity to build on what we've done so far. We're going into a new environment. The Northern Hemisphere is a totally different place to play rugby. It's a touring environment for a start. The opposition are going to be different. So that'll challenge us and ask us to grow our game in different ways, and it'll give us the opportunity also to continue to blend this group of young talent with the more experienced group, so we can future-proof our side going forward into the next few years. We've got some exciting opportunities on the tour. We're going to Chicago and playing a mini-series against Ireland, both in Chicago and Dublin, and that's something that hasn't happened before, getting the 2 matches. So again, something that we can really look at it and build something around the tour with those 2 matches. We then get to go to places like Italy and France, which are both great countries to tour and both very good sides. So big opportunity. And lastly but not least, we get to go back up to the Northern Hemisphere for the first time since the Rugby World Cup, and it'll give us an opportunity to reconnect with our fans up there, and we'll be taking the same attitude as we took to the World Cup, that we really want to enjoy not only playing some good rugby, but enjoy the countries we're touring and making sure that we represent our own country in a way that's very positive and uplifting for all. So, open for questions.
Steve, can you just talk us through the 2 19-year-olds? What is it about their skill sets? What is it about them mentally that you like?
Well, we talk about Rico. We picked him primarily as a winger who can, in time probably play in the midfield. But he's a big man, a fast man, but he's by no means a finished product. There's a lot of conditioning work we can put into him. We think we can make him a better all-round athlete than what we've got. He's going to give us another big man on the end of the chain, a la Julian or Waisaki, who are both big men as well. He's come off a year where he's been involved in Super Rugby and done very well. He went to the Sevens and did well there, and he's played Mitre 10 Cup, to a really high level, scoring a lot of tries. So he's an exciting prospect. Geordie's a different kettle of fish. He's a big boy. He's about 6'4", really talented, really skilled, but physically probably not ready to be an All Black yet. So hence, at some stage, we've got no doubt he will be. Bringing him as an apprentice, as we did with Artie in 2013, gives us a real opportunity to let him get an understanding, A, what it's like to be in a touring party and be part of the All Blacks without having the pressure of playing, and allows Gilly and the wellbeing crew to work with him and give him a pre-season that he possibly he'd get one obviously for the Hurricanes, but not to the same level as being with us. Because I think Nick Gill's the best in the world at what he does, and it gives him a flying start. Also gives him an opportunity to work with Foz and the other coaches. So it'll be interesting to see how he copes with it. Again, it worked really well for us, and as I said in 2013 with Artie, we ended up getting a player who we think accelerated his learning and therefore came into the All Blacks a lot quicker than he possibly may have. So we're hoping the same thing will happen with Jordan.
Steve, what's impressed you the most about Stephen Lua Tour the last, say, 6 months to a year?
Well, the Mitre 10 Cup, he's been a bit unfortunately got injured, but what really impressed us was, the back end of the Super Rugby. He really stood up and played some good rugby. He got physical, he got involved in the game, and it's the physicality we really want to see from him. You think of the likes of Jerome and Dixon and Liam Squires, who are really starting to put a physical presence into their game. That's what we need from Stephen. He's got the ability to play lock loosey too if we need him to at a pinch. It's just that work ethic that he put in the end of the season. We thought, well, we need to have another look at this boy and see if he can continue to do it at our level.
Steve, 8 loose forwards, 3 open-siders. Some may see that as a little bit excessive when you're taking only 5 props as well. How hard was it to get that balance right?
Yeah, well, with the 5 props, we've got the New Zealand Maori who are also touring, and Hamesy's going to be with them. So if we need one, we can just hook him straight over. So with any selection, you've got to get it right, but when there's another team touring that allows you to shuffle the deck a little differently, I think you've got to take that opportunity. So he'll get game time for them and he'll be fit. If he was with us, he probably wouldn't get the same amount of game time. So, we think we've we've got it right.
Steve, you're taking three Barretts on this tour. Have you asked for a pot of that milk to be bottled so you can capture some of what they've bred down there?
Well, we've captured it. We're taking 3 of them on tour, and too late for me to get the bottle of milk, son. I'm 57 now, so my days are over, but you could have a go at it, I reckon.
Steve, you got your 2 senior locks and pillars of the team injured. Just how much of a concern is that as you head out on tour? And how confident, I guess, are you in your depth there to cover?
Yeah, well, it's a concern, obviously, but at the same time, it's a massive opportunity for us as a team and for Patrick and Luke and Scott, for that matter, to step up to the plate and say, hey, we can continue to do what these other boys have been doing. So it is what it is. We can't change it. So the way we've looked at it is it's an opportunity for these guys, and let's get behind them. And we don't want them to be Sam Whitelocks or Brody Retallicks. We just need them to be the best that they can be and deliver what they need to deliver in the way that they can deliver it. And if they do that, then the rest of the group will get round them and we'll be okay.
Down the back.
Steve, what would you say about a guy like Matt Todd, who obviously earlier on in the year in the same team announcement, you said he was perhaps one of the unluckiest guys that missed out. What's he done, and what would you say about him to, I suppose, his performances to get him to where he is now?
I think his performances have justified that statement, that he was unlucky. He's a really quality player. But not only that, he's a quality team man. For many years now, he's sort of been in and out of the team and called in when there's been an injury, and he's been given opportunities this year, and he's played really, really well. And Sam got injured. He's taken his opportunities, allowed us to play a combination with him and Hardy, and we saw again last night that was effective. It's a big ask for Hardy coming in his first season to have to carry the workload, that takes time to adjust to, and he's filled that breach magnificently and thoroughly deserves to be coming on the trip.
Any last questions? Are we done or done? Excellent. Thanks, everyone.
Well done, you two.
Thanks very much.